Here's an experiment for you to find the perfect pickled egg. Because everybody has different taste preferences, everyone is going to enjoy a different kind of pickled eggs if you do enjoy pickled and eggs. First and easiest one, as I've mentioned in a previous post, is just to use the brine from a previous pickle. So these were some shop bought cucumber pickle, and it's got, looks like it's some dill and mustard in there, and I'm just going to take an egg and pop it in there, and that'll be my first egg in this experiment. Just a word of warning, you can only reuse this juice once, maybe twice, because the eggs do draw the vinegar out, which is the preserving feature, and after a while it just becomes a flavored water. So that's option one. Option two is to create your own pickle juice. So here is some beetroot that I recently pickled, and my recipe is really simple. Black pepper, mustard seeds, salt, sugar. So a teaspoon of salt, tablespoon of sugar, a tablespoon of black peppercorns, and a tablespoon of mustard seeds. 1 cup of vinegar and 1.5 cups of water. I say 1.5 cups of water because that gives it to the vinegar to water preference that I prefer. I then put everything in a pot, bring it to a boil. Once it starts boiling, I then switch it off. Depending on what I'm pickling would depend on what I do next. If I'm doing a hard root vegetable such as beetroot or radish or carrot, I then put, even onions, I then put the vegetables in the pickle juice while it's hot, and those vegetables absorb the juice straight away. However, if I'm going to go straight to something soft like an egg, I make sure to let it cool down completely and then pour it in the bottle with the egg. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to reuse the juice from my beetroot, make myself some purple eggs instead of making a whole new pickle juice. Put the egg in. Go ahead and try all of these experiments at home just to see which one you prefer. There you go. Egg number 2. Now these last 2 ones are for people who particularly do not enjoy very vinegary foods. So the first one is using a homemade vinegar. So I'm going to do a little bit differently. In the jar I've just added salt, some peppercorns and some mustard seeds, and that's what I'm going to add. No sugar, because the vinegar is being made from apples, and sugar really, I don't need to add any further sugar. And because it is not a spirit vinegar that is shop bought, it is not extremely strong and powerful flavor, so I'm not going to add water. I'm just going to pour this homemade vinegar straight into the jar with the spices and add my egg. How beautiful is that? And there you have it, egg number 3. And last but not least, I am not going to be doing any vinegar with this egg at all. What I'm going to be using is a lacto ferment. That means a salt brine ferment that I have used for other ferments, and I'm going to be putting my egg in that. So this is particularly good for the people who really do not like vinegar and vinegary foods at all. Give this one a try. It's absolutely delicious. So to this last bottle, I'm not going to add any spice, but I am going to add some of the brine from my onion ferments, the brine from my latest sauerkraut, and to finish it off, some brine from a kimchi, just for a little bit of spice. And see which one you prefer. Put them all in the fridge for 3 days and give it a try after 3 days, which egg you prefer. The one from a reused shop bought vinegar base, the one from the vinegar base I have given you, one from a homemade